how'd you find week 5, mate?
Um,
Well, I know you
well, yeah,
a week, so you're pretty depressed about
stinker of a week in fantasy, but in terms of the games, there are actually quite a few juicy games, which we'll get into soon. So that was good, I guess.
Yeah, quite a few upsets. What for you? What was match of the week?
Match of the week. I actually had it. Oh yeah, the Seahawks Vikings.
Yeah,
That's probably yours as well. But there were a few. There were actually a few to pick from, but that was just a great match. The Vikings really stood up, I thought, especially on offense. And obviously Russell Wilson, as he does, came in clutch last minute and won the game for them. But it was a great game, and thankfully it was prime time for us, so we could watch it.
yeah. I can't believe how quickly Russell Wilson just charged down the field at the end there. You thought the Vikings were home and hosed, and all of a sudden I was kind of questioning the Seahawks. I was thinking like maybe they've just had a soft draw to start, haven't played many good defenses. But I think it was more just a pretty good showing from the Vikings. Dalvin Cook put on a clinic in the first half.
Yeah,
Uh,
and Madison actually when he came
yeah,
on.
I think Madison's definitely one of the most underrated backups going around. We saw him
Yeah,
play a few matches last year when Dalvin was out, and he was always pretty good. So I think he's definitely underrated. I think the commentators weren't really giving him credit when he came on for Cook.
I reckon he's better than Latavius Murray. It
Yeah,
could be a spicy one, but yeah,
yeah,
I reckon he is.
probably similar, but yeah, I'd probably give the nod to Madison as well. You never know though. I think the Vikings have a pretty elite like O line and stuff because they seem to just eat meters, those boys. But yeah, I'd probably back that. But yeah, impressive. Almost probably more of an impressive performance from the Vikings than the Seahawks, to be honest. But the Seahawks did come out victors to stay undefeated, perfect record. Russell Wilson adds another, tick to his MVP campaign with a last 2 minute drill victory. So yeah, not really much else to talk about that. DK Metcalf just put on a show in that second half, didn't he?
Yeah,
Probably. I think Russell Wilson came out and said he could be like the best receiver of all time last week, and I think just he's so strong and so fast and tall, like and big. I don't even know how he's physically possible. Like he's made in a lab.
yeah.
It's a joke.
The bloke's a freak of nature.
Yeah, he's definitely taking over that Seahawks offense and is now Russ's go-to. But yeah, that's all I've got for that match. It was definitely match of the week in my opinion.
Yep.
Most impressive victories. What have you got here?
I just had one. For me, it was the Raiders over the Chiefs. No one would have seen this coming at all. Everyone just thought the Chiefs were the best team in the NFL, but the Raiders flying under the radar, and I think people will finally start giving them credit now because they're the real deal. And it was a great performance. And Derek Carr looks real good.
Yeah, first time they've won in Kansas since like 2012, I think. So pretty big win for the Raiders. I believe they have the highest strength of victory so far. So out of the teams
Really?
they've beaten, they have like the highest combined record because they've beaten the Saints. Oh, they did lose to the Patriots. Yeah, I can't remember who else they've beaten, but yeah, that Chiefs win is very impressive and might talk about it in a little bit, but the AFC wildcard picture is looking very spicy at the moment. Every week it completely flips on its head. So looking forward to seeing how that goes. But yeah, the Raiders look legit. Derek Carr looks good. That offense is kind of just motoring right now. That Chiefs defense is no joke. So to put 40 up against them, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Um, my, I had that one as my main one. My other one, probably the Browns beating the Colts. Colts came into it looking like the best defense in the league, and then the Browns put on 32 against them. We know the Browns are in great offensive form, but we thought maybe the Colts was a lot bigger of an order than some of their previous matches, like the Bengals and the Cowboys. But they still put up points against, well, at the time, what was the best defense in the league. And they got the win over them, which was really important. Once again, a big factor in that AFC wildcard picture. Both teams probably not going to win their division. Colts are an outside chance, but I'd probably have to put my money with the Titans, especially after today's victory over the Bills. But yeah, it's going to be a big one. As I said with the Raiders, the AFC wildcard picture looks spicy, and this is another one that probably shocked us. I probably would have put my money with the Colts, but yeah, we talked about it last week, just a little preview. But yeah, big from the Browns getting up.
Yep.
My final one I just wanted to mention was the Bears beating the Bucks. I don't think the Bears looked comprehensive, but like to beat a team with the skill players that the Bucks have, and to keep them to only 19 points, I think their defense is in elite form right now, and their offense is doing enough just to get the wins over the board. And they are 4-1, so I can't really hate on them. But yeah, any other victories you want to point out, or do you want to go to the most disappointing losses?
No, I'll go to the disappointing losses. I've got two here. Firstly, the 49ers putting up an absolute stinker against the Dolphins. Mind you, the Dolphins actually kind of seem like they're genuinely good, but something's seriously wrong at the Niners. Their defense has come down considerably, and Jimmy Garoppolo might be the third best quarterback that they have on their roster. So their offense is trash as well. So I'd say there's no way they're making the playoffs now.
Yeah, I might talk about it in the next section in the things we've learned, but yeah, not good times for the 49ers right now. My other disappointing loss, I've got two more, but that was the main one. Falcons losing at home to the Panthers.
Yeah, that was my other one.
It saw the firing of the GM and Dan Quinn, the head coach, deservedly so. They're now 0-5 against a Panthers team who are now 3-2, I believe, which is pretty outrageous. But if you just look at the Falcons should be beating the Panthers in the situation they're in. Panthers, they're not in like a premiership window or anything. They're nowhere near it, and the Falcons are only just coming off like their peak almost, when they should have won a Super Bowl the other season. Yeah, I don't know what's happened there in Atlanta. It's all gone to shit, really. And then the other one, the match this morning, the Bills going down 42. The Titans beat them 42-16. That's pretty poor from the Bills. Given everything that's been circling around the Titans right now, I could imagine there was a lot on their minds apart from this game. And for the Titans to come out and put 42 on them, the Bills are meant to be one of the best defenses in the league, and they have not shown that so far this season. So I think that was a pretty disappointing loss, despite their strong start to the season. But that could have also been an impressive victory. That was pretty good from the Titans.
Yeah, that was definitely a surprising one.
Yeah.
It's a miracle! Oh, yeah! What about that one? Unbelievable! Balotelli, Aguero! Crowd cheers. Here's Siddle.